The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Army Black Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Black Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the run, it's Clark. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Creates a little space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Running to Green. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Finds a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand. Situation, you know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Blue Hens line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab. It's Winston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On the move. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it, whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one, or they're going to run the option off, and you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback running on the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now on 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Got it set up on the outside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time on target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
On target over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Black Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for room, it's Rice. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're working that left side. Powers through. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. It's a draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. From the 33, it's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Quick completion to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass options. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Delaware. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Balls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route. And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want to run it left here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting him to the ground.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback making checks. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Blue Hens are rolling down the field. Running to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got his man downfield.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
In the red area is McKenzie. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Going for the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. Knocked down for the tackle. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's McKenzie. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So now on comes the field goal unit. That is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here we go, here we go. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Pulls it in, it's Rice. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player. And
just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.